One of the reasons Film Streams was founded was to enhance cultural, all kinds of stuff locally through the discussion of film as an art form. Who writes this stuff?
Tongue twister. Their Q&As are a great example of whatever he said. The next one is happening tonight.
Patrick Kinney is here from Film Streams. I'm going to start writing more of this stuff.
Culture locally.
I'm going to start writing more of this stuff.
It's not that hard to say.
Oh, jeez. All right, this film, you got a filmmaker coming in to do the screening.
Who's this filmmaker? Yeah, Charles Hood. He's the director of a movie called Night Owls. It's an indie comedy. He's an Omaha native. He's lived in Los Angeles for a long time. But he's coming for a Q&A this evening. The film is at 7, and it looks to be a really good one. I haven't gotten to see it yet, but I'm excited about it. Stars Adam Pawley, who you can see there. You'll recognize him from the Mindy Project, Happy Endings. But yeah, it's going to be a good one.
How did he get into filmmaking? I mean, do you know his story? Because I feel like there are so many aspiring, like people who want to be directors or producers who live here. So what's his story?
Well, he's moved away quite a while ago, actually. But yeah, he got started. He did his first feature film several years ago, and he's been involved in commercial work since then. He's actually got some Subway spots right now, I noticed. But yeah,
is he the one about the guy in Rhode Island who ate all the turkey? You'll have to ask him if that's what it is. I don't know. I remembered it. So it worked, right?
I never saw that one. Okay. You always have something new at Film Stream. So I think what you have on the 22nd. What's starting up then?
Right. So we have the Omaha exclusive premiere of Anomalisa. It's the new movie from Charlie Kaufman. If you're a film fan, you definitely know his work. He did Adaptation, Being John Malkovich. Well, he wrote those. This is his second movie that he's directed. And it is different from his previous work. This one is stop motion animation.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So it's puppets.
Yeah.
And it's if you know Charlie Kaufman's work, you know to be prepared for some darkly comic moments. He always comes out of left field with his stories and with his comedy. And now he's throwing a new element into it, which is puppetry.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There is a recurring series that's also happening, and this one's really good for people who like music and stories, really.
Yes. Sights on Sounds is back for winter 2016. This is a recurring series that we do of rock documentaries, music documentaries, and other films that touch on music. This time around, it actually started last weekend with the Janis Joplin documentary that a lot of people came out to see. It continues this weekend. All the films in the series are on Sundays, one time only at 7 p.m. So this Sunday, it's a film called All Things Must Pass, which is about Tower Records. Later on in the quarter, we'll have a movie called The Winding Stream, which is about the Carter and Cash families.
There's Johnny and June.
Yeah, that's right. The first family of country music. That movie is about how they've influenced country music from Appalachian, from the beginning of recorded music. These families have been involved in the genre. Lots of great stuff in that series. The full lineup's on our website, of course.
One of my favorite series that you do is the Forever Young series, right?
Yeah,
and you've been doing that for a long time. What do you have coming up next in that series?
Next up is The Iron Giant, which is a modern classic. It's the 1999 animated film. Vin Diesel voices the space robot who becomes, it's kind of like E.T., but with a gigantic space robot. It's a great movie. The director, Brad Bird, went on to make Ratatouille and I believe The Incredibles. So he's gone on to huge things, but this 1999 film is very beloved in the hearts of many.
And can we talk about one of the most popular genres since the beginning of film?
Of all time.
And how you are honoring Westerns.
That's right. We're really excited about this. Our repertory series this quarter is called Picturing the West. It's a series about Westerns. We're doing it in conjunction with the Joslin exhibit.
How many Clint Eastwood films are part of the series? Do you know off the top of your head?
We have one Clint Eastwood film and one John Wayne film. We had to do it.
Are they all classics that you're showing, or are there some more modern?
We're going to have
Western.
Or like offbeat picks, not the stuff that everybody knows.
That's right. So what we're doing is we're kind of playing with the idea. Movies really helped create our idea of the West. If you think of the West, probably the first thing you think of is either Clint Eastwood or John Wayne, honestly. So we're kind of messing with the idea that we have these expectations or these ideas that that movies have helped us create, and then ones that have played with that, like what you're seeing now, Meek's Cutoff from 2010, which is a slow-burning indie movie that takes place on a wagon train. This year is Heaven's Gate, the 1980 Michael Cimino film that is really notorious for like bringing down an entire studio because it's such an epic production. It's a great movie, but few people have seen it in the context of outside of the Boondocks.
Oh, there's Clint.
Oh, right.
So
There's
when does the series start and end?
It
What are the
starts
relevant dates?
February, the first week of February is when it starts,
Okay.
and it goes all the way through March.
Okay, and
And
again, all that information's on your website, I
Yeah,
guess.
and it's
Right.
it's like what
I just sit and watch this all
five
the
degrees outside, so it'd be a great time to get inside the film streams
Yeah,
and
it's
warm up a
warm
little
inside
bit
the
and watch a
theater.
movie. Yeah.
Memberships, it's the first of the year, so what do you get if you're
Membership's
like, all
a great
in?
deal. That's right. So membership starts at the individual level. We have teacher, student, senior, military prices as well, dual memberships. But you get 50% off at the box office, so tickets are $450. With the dual level, you can even bring in kids, and you get 20% off at concessions. Plus, you're helping to support the programs you've come to know and love.
We
at
are
Film Streams.
enhancing culture locally through film
Well,
streams.
who wrote that? Is that on your? Is that something on your?
their thing. That's
Is
what
that
they
that's what I was going to
say.
ask? Is that something on your website?
You go look it up.
Enhancing
Go talk to
the
Rachel
cultural
Jacobson.
environment.
Enhance culture locally through the discussion of
trying.
film as an art form. Patrick, good to
Perfect.
see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Patrick. And give Rachel our best,
Will do.
despite what's happened.
Tell her I'm very sorry for destroying your mission. What's your